Blah, blah, blah. What's up, y'all? It's Marcel Swally, that dude. Let's talk about Schedeur Sanders. And I'm not going to say this loosely. The level of hate he's receiving from his own fan base from Cleveland already. Yeah. Now, it's one thing to talk about what we all talking about, because that's what we talking about. But it's another thing to talk about that and hate on it, especially when it's something good. Well, Schedeur Sanders found himself victim of this. Now, he got enough battles to face, right? He going to walk into a quarterback room. They're going to be Deshaun Watson right there with one Achilles, but still on the roster. He making too much of that money. Joe Flacco right there. Kenny Pickett right there. Dylan Gabriel's right there. And then Schedeur Sanders. Good Lord, it's a lot going on. Now, it's one thing when you got opponents out there and you see them coming. It's another thing when those opponents are wearing your same colors, your own uniform. And that's what he has to get used to right now. Because in Cleveland, a lot of people are rooting for him, and a lot more sounds like are rooting against him. So this is something that we all got to deal with in life, where you get used to it, but you should never be comfortable with it. We get used to people dissing us, hating us. Even if you don't have a public profile, you're used to some people just not feeling you. But it's another thing to get comfortable with it. And that's what Schedeur Sanders better get comfortable with, because he's going to have a lot of haters. There's this argument out there. It's a dinosaur argument that you can't do good and do great. You ever heard that argument before? It's called the double bottom line, right? Like if you have a charity or a nonprofit or you want to help people, like Project Transition, whatever it may be, you can't do good, which means help the community, and do great. Oh, really? I can't help the community and raise some capital so we can help the community even more so? So that outdated mindset of you're not being authentic because you're trying to get attention and trying to bring awareness to something that you're doing that's good, that's not great, is what we're going to dive into right now. So without further ado, please let the haters take their place in hater history.
I would have preferred that if he was going to go talk to a bunch of high school kids, that he didn't post it on social media 5 seconds after the thing was over.
The Browns do it every time on Tuesdays. Every charity thing they do on Tuesdays, the player day off, they do a video of it.
I felt like
You should have listened to that guy on the left. One, he was talking with them glasses. Them things was pointing. And what he was pointing out is how crazy you sound right now. Let him finish before I get it on.
was him screaming, "See, look how good a person I am. I went to a school, then I worked out, then I'm doing all the right things."
Well, Aaron, then I want you to blast every rookie this year that goes to visit a sick kid in a hospital later this season.
He's not every rookie, and the Browns are the ones that are posting that stuff, not the individual players.
Oh, my God.
I would.
No, don't say it again. Please don't. Round of applause for the hater of the year. Thank you very much. I've never met this tandem, this duo, and I hate that this is the first time I got awareness of you guys, because, boy, one of you guys are getting painted in the wrong stroke, if that's not who you are. Let me break this down real quick and get up out of here. It's okay if the team posted, but not if the player posted, but the player's the one that's going there representing the team, that's actually doing, let's be real, the work in that moment, where the recipient is excited to see the player. Like, they're not saying, "Oh, the Cleveland Browns are here." No, they're saying, "Schedeur Sanders is here. He's bringing joy to all these little kids." No matter what the situation is, when you're representing the team, you're the representative. And if you're the representative, why you can't get some love? Why you can't be the one that posted out? Oh, but do I have to correct you? Because you say, he's just doing it for the clout. He's just doing it for the fame. Did you even do your homework on this one? Schedeur did not even post it. What? Nope. Y'all know Boog. Y'all got to give Boog Knight some love. Boog Knight said, "Man, Schedeur did not post anything. I posted it. He didn't ask me or anyone else to post anything, nor did he ask for 100 cameras to be on him upon his entrance into the school." This isn't his first school visit. He's done many in various cities and states. This is just spewed hate. Yes, that's a tweet right there. Spewed hate. And it is, because right now it is fashion to try to get your jokes in on Schedeur Sanders. It's one thing, like I said in the beginning, to talk about what everyone is talking about. You could talk about the Schedeur Sanders dropping in the draft, misplaying his cards in the draft. You could talk about what you thought about him as a prospect. You could do all of that. But now the guy's trying to turn another page or just introduce himself to the community, and you bringing that old stuff up in your disdain for him in this new environment. Now, that's called hate. We have to call you out. I don't have an axe to grind with the media because it's like that's too big. That's too grand to say. I have an axe to grind with the media. But I do hate this. When they put a false label on somebody, when you know that somebody's actually trying to do good in that moment, or you know that that person is actually a good person, and that's not how they're known. That's not how they're respected, right? It's just sad to see because that is what our impression will be of Schedeur Sanders to some degree. Be real. Be real. Because no matter who you are, when you hear something slight about somebody, you always try to configure how you gonna balance that out. Oh man, I ain't even gonna believe that. Oh nah, get that out of my face. That ain't who they are. But the point is you still had to spend some energy, some form of thought on negating something. Where before it was just pure, got love for Shedeur. See what they doing to him already? And they always say, let me give you a Wileyism, to move 1 million people, whisper to one. All they got to do is whisper to one. He going to go tell the next. He going to tell the next. Before you know, it done spread like wildfire. And that's what they trying to do to this young man out there. Pure hate, spewing hate out there when all he's trying to do is turn the page. Hey, I'm showing some humility. More importantly, I'm just doing what I always do, which is go into the community. Can't take that away from him. You can say, hey, look, you're not going to be a first rounder. That's fine. You're going to be a fifth rounder. But you can't say the dude doesn't care. You can't say that the dude is all about himself when obviously that's not a selfish act, no matter how selfish you want to deem him. So, you know what's going to happen to you, radio host? This is what happened when you trap 2 dudes in the room for 4 hours with no oxygen. I remember those days, Max and Marcellus. Good Lord. Oh, man, some crazy stuff could come out your mouth. So, you asked for it. Here it comes. Hey, a little Ice Cube and Common mix when they were beefing, but it was smooth still, you know what I'm saying? These Cleveland clowns, Cleveland clowning. Let's go get this man. Yo, Cleveland Mike man acting like a vet. Mad Shedeur show love. What kind of threat? He visited schools trying to uplift the youth, but this hater mad trying to hide the truth. Talking about clout. Why post it online, but when teams do the same, he call it fine. Scrolling through TikTok with judgment in your hand, but blaming Shedeur when he get fans in the stands. Bro, make it make sense. Who really pressed? You mad a young king got cameras and a vest. He ain't flashing chains or starting a fight. He's showing up clean, giving hope, being light. Radio waves full of boomer rage, trying to write hate like he's stuck on a page. You salty, got clicks and your ratings fell off, so now you throw shade with that assy cough. You're a hypocrite, hater with a script. Yo show just dipped, Shedeur on a mission, you just out of touch. Feeling some way cause the streets love him too much? Damn. That double bottom line got him shown, doing good and doing great in a league of your own. Making change and making bread, that's the modern day grind. Don't hate the combo, just evolve your mind. So keep barking from your dusty old booth while he inspire real ones. That's the truth. He posted, they love it, viral every time. Why you just bitter, huh? Doing good ain't a crime.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so